Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another episode of the Unhuntables with my good friend and fellow coin tuber Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
Double the Groseys today for your introduction. So today we're doing 5p coins. We're looking for the dates 1993 and 2018 if memory serves.
Yep, that's the one.
So they are NIFC years, nothing else that we're looking for other than territories coins or foreign coins, anything of interest throughout this hunt. So Grace and I are going to have a chit chat whilst the hunt goes on, and then there'll be another half over on Grosey's channel which you'll be able to catch with links in the description and end screens and whatnots. So,
yeah,
big coin news, Hogwarts Express is out.
That's it, yeah, Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, it's an exciting coin. It's the second coin in the 25 years of Magic series. Well, the second design I should say, because there's a whole range of different coins, different weights, different precious metals in it. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I think it's good. Same as I thought about the actual Harry Potter one. I think that the Hogwarts Express, they've used every inch on the design, if you like, on the space they have available. Again, my personal view, I'm not a huge fan of the hologram. It just kind of distracts from the design a bit. It's a bit like just a big bold circle that just kind of puts the whole design off balance a little bit.
Yeah.
But notwithstanding that, I think it's it's a great design. I think it's quite easy. I say easy. I'd imagine it's easier to create designs for existing characters or film objects, or you know what I mean, because you've kind of already got pictures and things to work with.
You say that though, they upset lots of people with the Harry Potter designs. Lots of people said it didn't look like Harry Potter because he exists, and they used a different depiction of him than people are used to seeing. That's
true. I mean, but again, if you're looking at it from the point of view that you know it's based on the books, not the films, then obviously it still makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a design.
Like Sherlock Holmes with the silhouette.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a coin that, like, for example, if we take the Brexit 50p just as an example, like it's not like a film or a book that you can base it off, if you know what I mean. They have to come up with a design from scratch.
It's just a
do you see what I mean? It's a concept, not a yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I understand it.
But no, I think it's good.
Because when the first coin came out, there was if you pre-ordered, you got to see that little snapshot of what the other three were what the designs were based on. And I must admit, the Hogwarts Express is the one I was most excited for, and I feel somewhat let down by it. I think it's a really cool design. I think it's better than the Harry Potter one, but there was so much action and motion in that colour picture that the design was based off of, and having lost some of those extra design elements has sort of lost some of that action and motion in the design, which is what I really like in coins. So like Olympic canoeing I really like, because you can see the turbulence of the water and the canoer canoodling along as quick as he can.
I guess maybe it's one of those designs that maybe works a bit better in colour, because you can actually see the details, if you like. We're noticing that a little bit recently. I feel like we've said that quite a lot, but yeah, I think again, I'm not really someone that particularly has any sort of extreme interest in Harry Potter, so I'm not really the right person to say whether or not it is an accurate representation of the Hogwarts Express. They said the people act then. Representation of what the Hogwarts Express is.
Exactly. So you've been dying to know what I mean about this.
Yes, I have been dying to know. So my theory is, just to set
No, we don't do theories because people don't know what the topic is. So the Royal Mint, or at least in the news, I don't know if the Royal Mint has said it as well, saying that the Hogwarts Express will be the last with the Queen's portrait on it.
The last coin ever, yeah.
Well, I think so. As soon as I read that statement, I got a bit annoyed because it's a very, very woolly statement. It's very vague. What do they mean? Is this the last commemorative 50p with the Queen's portrait on it? Is it the last 50p on it? The last commemorative coin? Is it their last release? Is it the last coin they're ever going to strike with a Queen on it? And the more I thought about it, the less I think that statement is true, because whilst we were down there, they're still striking 20p's, aren't they?
I don't know. The honest answer is I don't know if they were still striking them. I think that...
Well, they were, because I peeked through, and on their little stand where they said what's being struck today, there were 20p's there.
Yeah, so I don't know. Obviously, I don't know how up to date that is, obviously, but
yeah, I don't know. I think that things like that that just annoyed me, because what happens if the 2 days before Christmas they have a rush order of a denomination that's an unforeseen increase in the demand, and they can't
Again,
be.
I feel like surely, like, for the sake of what is, if it was before Christmas, what have we got? Is it like 3 weeks? Let's have a look.
But
less than 3 weeks to the end. Like, surely they could hold on.
Well, no, because they strike they strike every day apart from Christmas Day. If they need to be, if something needs to be struck, it'll be struck. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying that I don't like it when companies put out statements like this, or these kind of statements hit, and it's things like no one would have predicted the lockdowns and everything that went through in 2020, 2021, whatever it was. You can't forecast that forwards, and I just think it's a cheap marketing ploy to try and get people to buy it.
I think if you're looking at it from the point of view of is the statement correct, if you're looking at it from the point of view of we're using the statement, we're kind of broadly throwing the statement out there to try to get people to buy the Hogwarts Express because it was the last coin ever with the Queen.
Actually, I have just thought of the coin set that's going to totally rumble that, and that is, we'll jump onto it now, the Memorial Privy Marked set, because that is only available to be purchased until New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously.
And so, basically, for those that aren't aware, it's basically a definitive coin set for 2022 with 2 of the memorial coins in it. Now, the ones with the Queen's portrait on have got a privy mark that's 26/22, which is her dates of birth and dates of death, or the years even. And they've just come out. Now, I know for a fact that these coins are being minted to order, which is why we weren't able to purchase any at the Royal Mint gift shop when we were down there. So they could be minted up to the last moment. So that could be the last coin. I think what I think probably they meant is this is the last in the Harry Potter series with the Queen's portrait on. Potentially they could be the last commemorative coin that's going to be minted at the Royal Mint, but I don't think that it's a good statement. That it really wrangled me the more I thought about it. So that's what I want to get off my chest about it.
I thought you were going to say something like they're making a. You know how when they left Tower Hill, they minted like a final coin. Not really a coin, but
so that
I
again,
thought they were going to do something like that, like a final sign-off.
That could definitely be. I can totally imagine. They're going to strike 100 coins at on the very last day that they're striking for the year to sell them as the last strike coins.
Yeah.
So I just think if anything else comes out, it's going to get the little man inside my head even more angry at that statement. So yeah.
Interesting point.
Memorial Privy set. Whilst we've mentioned it, then what do you make of that? Did you get it?
I did buy it, but I'm like you. I couldn't not buy it.
Yeah.
I'm just in that loop with it. I don't know. I think it's. Would I bought it without the privy marks on? Potentially not. I think it's. I mean, it is quite nice to have like the packaging, the set that you've got with both the monarchs on in one, if you know what I mean. But again, it's one of those things. I think.
Effectively, they're coins we've already got without the privy mark. Well, with the privy mark, that makes them different. What I also think is going to be quite cool. This will be a very neat counterpoint to the annual coin set when that comes out in a few weeks' time.
That's it. So we have 2 sets coming out at once.
Definitely. It does feel like it's the last shake of the bag for 2022 on the Queen's death memorial coins. So who knows? So we've also been to the Royal Mint, haven't we?
We have. We were at the Royal Mint last weekend.
We were. Last trip of the year. We planned it this time so that we could get the Harry Potter Strike Your Own on the Friday and get the Hogwarts Express on the Saturday. So yes, it was all Christmas tours, which I don't know how many of you have been on Christmas tours in the past. They're very much aimed at kids, and the rest of the collectors are sort of left just looking around all the pretty Christmas decorations. So,
well, we say that, but I always make the point that they do put a lot of effort into it. Obviously, so.
Oh, 100%. If you're a kid, if you have kids, you're going to love it. If you're just interested in coins, and I wouldn't recommend it as your first tour, unless you really want to strike your own.
Yeah, it's not an accurate sort of representation of what the tour is like all throughout the year.
In fact, I've spoken to someone who shall remain nameless that went. I think Christmas tours were their second tours that they went on to, and they said they've said outright, if that was the first tour I've been on, I wouldn't have seen the benefit. I wouldn't have gone again. So it just goes to show it's the standard tours I love.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They're aimed at collectors and, well, not just collectors, anyone that's got any sort of vague interest in coins. So.
And if you do ever go, you've got to ask how many elephants worth of pressure is used to strike a coin.
How many reindeers at the moment, though?
How many reindeers? That's it. Depends whether they're from Greenland or whether they're from the Arctic.
Exactly. Right, now
Something to that effect.
hopefully I'm going to get Grosey to pull a very worried face. Have you done your homework, Grosey? I can't see his face, so... I take your silence as a no. Do you remember what your homework was, Grosey?
No.
Predictions of coins they're going to be in the annual coin set for 2023.
Oh! Now that's easy.
Go for it then.
New pound coin, which is a bold statement, but I think it would be the Roman would miss a trick if they don't do the new pound coin. Potentially, instead of doing the definitive pound coin, which could be interesting if there are no BU coins of that one made, I think that that's it. That's the full extent of my thoughts on the spot.
Well, I put lots more thought into this. So, annual coin sets, it will be the definitive set. It won't be just the commemorative, the new one, if that makes it into the annual set. Which now I didn't think about it, but it could be a really cool coin to have in that set.
Yeah.
So the commemorative wise, in the past we've had a £5 coin, two £2 and two 50p's. We know one 50p that's coming out in 2023. That is the Windrush 50p. So I'm going to guess the Windrush 50p will make an appearance in it. £2 wise, the J.R. Tolkien, and Edward Jenner £2 coins. The Tolkien one, I think, will go in for sure. They're two of the £2 coins that we know are going into going to be released next year. Much like Agatha Christie, it's another author on coins. There's precedence of that being in the annual set. Edward Jenner, is it Edward Jenner? I think it is Edward Jenner. Is the next coin in the Innovation and Science series, much like Alexander Graham Bell was in last year's annual set. So I reckon that, which leaves me two spots. So £5 coin. Oh, who knows? £5 coins are normally royal events. Will it be something to do with the Queen's death? Will it be the start of a new year with a new king? Will we get an early glimpse of the coronation crown coin? Who knows? Or will it be more to do with the ascension of King Charles to the throne? Not sure.
Have we had any £2 that have been released throughout the years that have not been in the annual set? 'Cause obviously there's only usually a couple of £2 released every year.
Yeah, there used to be many more £2 coins released of an annual basis. Things like the Captain Cook 3 £2 coin series wasn't in the annual sets. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. I can't think off the top of my head. Was the D-Day landings in the annual sets? I don't think it was.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. I can't remember, but I'm sure people will correct us in the comments.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that there's been plenty of £2 coins that haven't been in the annual sets, but the other. So yeah, don't know about the £5 coin. It'd be something royal maybe. Well, probably would be something royal. And that leaves one more space for a 50p, which I don't think we've got any news of any other 50p's that are due out next year. So it could be the Windrush 50p, the new commemorative pound coin that we're getting, and the two £2 coins mentioned, plus a royal £5 crown. Any further thoughts? What do you think the £5 coin's going to be then? Tell me what you think the £5's going to be.
I mean, if they're doing a coronation £5 coin, that would make sense. But I don't know whether they would want to.
The coronation is until May,
release
though.
it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't know. If they'd
But
want to release it.
saying that, last year's annual set, I'm sure, 2022, that was, Alexander Graham Bell, the coin itself didn't come out until later in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter of this year. So we might get a early glimpse of the coronation crown, but I just think it's really exciting, and we are weeks away from seeing it, and it always leaks out what's going to be in it beforehand. So keep updating your social media.
I'm just looking on. There's a website that has got you can see all major historical anniversaries in a given month and a year.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many good ones that I can see that Queen Elizabeth II opened the new London Bridge, which is 50 years of that next year. You've got, for example, the first 50th anniversary since women were first admitted into the London Stock Exchange. all sorts of different things that you could just imagine designing coins for.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Next time I set homework, make sure you do it. Others will put you in detention.
Yeah.
That being said, we're going to wrap up for my half of the video. You have to hop over to Grosey's channel to see the second half of the podcasty bit. Well then, our finds for today. 3 from the territories. What's that one? Is this Guernsey 2010? Yep. Isle of Man. What's that one? 92. And then finally, Jersey. One from each. It's a pretty neat spread. That's 2016 one. A couple of artists I pulled out. Pull this one out because you can see these little marks. The circle, the triangle, the other triangle. I've seen the same mints, well, the same marks on these coins in the past. I think it's like a metal tester or whatever. And then this one I thought was quite cool. I'm not quite sure what has happened to that. I would assume post-mint damage. It's pretty much the shape of a 5p that's done that, so who knows what's caused that. I'll go in my oddities box for sure. Well then, you'll have to go over to Grosey's channel now to see how he did in his hunt, whether he's beaten me with those 3 territory finds. Links will be in the description and on the end screen of the video. So let me know in the comments, what's your favourite coin from today? Have I won? Has Grosey won this week? And there are links as well to the Discord server for coin collectors in the description of the video, my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the new PO box address, and of course the Britannia Coin Company who I work for, making videos for them, so please do check that out. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.